What is integralism?
It means having integrity. No, that's not what it means.
No.
It has several different meanings again. In the Catholic sense, about the time that Pius X condemned modernism, a group of Catholics began describing themselves as integral or completely or wholly Catholic. And these were called integralists, and so on. And some of them, most notably Monsignor Umberto Benigni, made the part of their work a concerted attempt to root out the modernists from the church. This went on, and he founded a group called the Sodalitium Pianum to do this very work. Well, they would, censor and jump up and down and point out modernists. Well, Pius X died, St. Pius X, was replaced by Benedict XV, who issued an encyclical condemning the use of the phrase integral Catholic versus modern Catholic. It said everyone should just be Catholic. And he also abolished the Sodalitium Pianum, or La Sapinière, as we call it in French. One might make the argument that Benedict's confidence that modernism had been scotched was a little overconfident, maybe a little. So that's one meaning of it. It has also been used to refer to certain French and Portuguese and Brazilian Catholic political groups who wanted to see the church as an integral part of the nation, of the life of the nation. And of course, generally today we say they're, right-wing fascist, horrible, awful, terrible people, probably because they're not transgendered. But what? Everything that isn't transgendered is fascist, you know that.
Yeah, anything that promotes inequality in any way is
fascist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's what integralism is. So l'Action Française was considered by some to be integralist.
That's interesting. That strongly, it seems, in the first context, it seems to strongly parallel the concept of traditionalist, which we just talked about.
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is. It's very fair to say. And certainly the traditionalists, especially outside of English, are often called integralists.
And the Pope's banning of that term, to use that term, would that be equivalent to our current Pope banning traditionalists? Is it that far?
No, because you got to bear in mind that the divisions then were not like they are now. Everybody used the same Mass. Everybody used the same prayers.
Oh, I see.
So you got to remember it was a whole different world. What you had was a clash of philosophies, which much later on would surface in the world of the everyday Catholic.
I see.
When modernism first reared its ugly head, the vast majority of Catholics had no idea what it was and never heard of it. Never even heard of the ideas. This stuff spread in seminaries and theologies and that sort of thing. Not theologies, seminaries and colleges and universities. The average Catholic in the street, unless he knew a modernist priest and they were a small minority, would never have had any truck with it, wouldn't have known anything about it. Today, the situation has become such a Barnum and Bailey's circus that everything's noticeable.
I see. Okay, so it sounds like the Pope, everyone was pretty much united, but he wanted to prevent risk of fracturing.
Exactly.
Unnecessarily.
Exactly, whereas now we are fractured.
Now we are fractured, yeah. Okay, interesting.